Hi, Mike from Single Hand Solutions. Today I'm at Emerald Valley Armory's private firing range here in Oregon, and I wanted to take a few minutes to show you guys a few ways of transitioning from your primary weapon system to your secondary weapon system when you only have one arm. So stay tuned. Alright, just so everybody knows, right now my cameraman and myself have both checked the rifle and the pistol. There is no ammunition in either of them, and all the ammunition is stored 100 yards away right now while we shoot this segment. There's a couple ways of doing a transition from your primary to secondary. The easiest way that's covered in a lot of schools training is when you're already slung up, okay? And that's, pretty easy and self-explanatory. You have your rifle, you hear that audible click or it just doesn't fire, you go ahead and drop it, grab your secondary, pull out, and engage the threat. Okay, pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy, not a lot needs to go into it, anybody could do it. But now I want to tell you guys a couple ways of doing it when you're not slung up. Alright, so now I want to show you guys how to transition from your primary to your secondary when you're not slung up. A couple things to consider. This might be because it's a battlefield pickup and you didn't have time to sling your weapon, but there's also some rules of thought that if you're in a CQB type of situation, you don't want to have your primary weapon system slung to you because you don't want to be attached to the rifle. If you're clearing corners or something, somebody comes out and grabs your rifle and takes it away from you and kind of flings you around the room. Okay, so a couple ways to do this. You go ahead, you hear that audible click, and you're not just going to dump your rifle to the ground. It is an option, but you may want to keep it with you and assess the situation later. So instead, you go ahead and bring it up over, drop it across your back, draw your secondary, engage the threat. After that threat's been neutralized, search and assess the area. You go ahead and grab your primary weapon system and assess the situation with that and get it back up online and ready to go. Okay, another way I wanted to show you guys how to transition from your primary to your secondary when you're unslung is, let's say you had two arms to begin with, but you sustained an injury to it and you can't lift that arm to bring it through the sling and throw it up over your head. So what you're going to do instead is, after you hear the audible click or there's some type of malfunction, just go ahead and bring it up over your head, across your back, grab your secondary, and engage the threat. Okay? That's another way of doing it. We're going to move on to the live fire portion of this video so you guys can see what that looks like in action. Stay tuned. One thing I wanted to mention and give credit where credit is due, a lot of the ideas and techniques that I showed you about slinging a rifle from the unslung position in order to transition to your secondary, I got the idea from watching some of Sonny Pazikas's videos that he has posted on YouTube, as well as some of the DVDs that I personally own. I hope to take one of his classes someday in the near future, but that's where I got the idea to kind of sling the rifle from an unslung position. and kind of modify it to my own way for single-handed use. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today. Once again, I want to thank Ray from Emerald Valley Armory for allowing me to come on his private range and shoot this video for you guys today. The weather actually turned out pretty good. If you like what you saw here today, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell all your friends and share the videos with your friends. Please, the more people that know, the more I hope this will grow. We did start a Facebook page, Single Handed Solutions, where we will post all of our updates and photos and some of our other stuff that we have going on in the future. Hope you guys have a good day, and remember, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.